Hey, I'm Matt from Red Shark, and in today's video we're going to be doing a simple Chrome text effect in Adobe Photoshop. If you'd like to follow along with this tutorial, please check out the blog in the description and download the working file. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. This is the end result that we're going for here today in our tutorial. And by the end of these 4 or 5 steps, we will have exactly what you see here. So what I'm going to do to start this off is just create a new document. I'm going to make that 1080 by 1080. So it's a square, leave the resolution at 300 and color mode RGB because we're only ever going to see it on screens anyway. And we'll just click create. And one of the first things I'm going to do is add a dark colored background behind my text so that it's easier to see. And the effect looks better on that. And then we'll go ahead and grab our text tool. We'll change this to white. And then click here in the middle, type our word. We're going to go with the word Chrome for obvious reasons, and I'll just go ahead and resize this and center it up. Okay, and then with our Chrome text layer selected, we're just going to come down to our FX button, click that, and add a bevel and emboss effect. And I've already got all of my settings in here, but what we're going to do is add the style of inner bevel, a technique that's set to chisel hard, a depth of 250, 251, somewhere in there. Make sure your direction is up. The size is around 30, and then you can choose how soft you want it to be. This will come into play towards the end of this, but keep that in mind when you want to edit things. We're going to leave the angle at 90, altitude at 30, and then the gloss contour here, you're going to click down and choose this one here called double ring. Change your highlight mode to linear dodge at 77%, and shadow mode to multiply at the same percentage, and then we'll click OK. So you can see it's starting to look a little chrome now, but it still looks a little blown out in some areas. So I'm going to click back into my bevel and emboss and add a contour. From here we're going to choose the contour that's called log down towards the middle. If you don't see this here, you might have like 5 or 6 actually in there. Just click your little gear over here, go down to contours, and then do amend, and all these other ones will pop in for you. So we're just going to choose log, keep that at 100%, and then hit OK. And now for our 4th step, we're really going to make it look a little bit more shiny. What we're going to do is just click back onto our Chrome text layer, come to our FX panel, and then add a gradient overlay. And as you can see here, I've already chosen the gradient that is under the grays preset. It's this middle one here, I think it's gray 3. But the cool thing is you can always come in here and let's see if we choose iridescent, choose something kind of bright. That looks cool. And all these will be set to basically the defaults. You want to keep the opacity at 100%, change your gradient to whatever you want it to be, and then your style, make sure that's set to reflective, obviously because Chrome is reflective. And then we're going to hit OK. And there you go. You can change the color of your Chrome. You can add a personal customized gradient to change the colors of it as well. If you have it set to gray like I had before, it'll look even more like actual metal Chrome. Another step you can do is if you duplicate and use your bottom layer here, and just come back and add a very slight drop shadow to it. It gives it a little bit of depth off of your page. Lighten this background up a little bit more, and just makes it stand out more. And it's pretty simple. Like I said, there's only 4 steps to this, and your text stays alive. So if you ever want to come back in here and change this to something else, it's not an issue. Your all your effects will stay on your type. So no matter what, you can come back in here, change what it says, duplicate it, add more, add less, whatever you want to do. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, please leave us a like and consider subscribing here on YouTube. It helps us out a bunch. Follow us on Instagram for more tips and tricks, and subscribe to our newsletter for all things RSD. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.